Hey man, welcome back to Man Time. Today's episode we are going to try out the Jonsered 2071. Just got done refurbing it. Let's give it a shot here. Welcome to Man Time. If you missed the last videos, I went through and completely refurbed this saw from what almost could have been a blown up saw. But this was my eBay mechanic special. Got it dirt cheap, put some new parts. Didn't have to put too many new parts on it. Did have to fix the handle. That is holding up. Combination of plastic welding and JB Weld. If you missed that video, make sure to go back and check it out. But went through this entire saw, put new seals in it. Just basically all of the maintenance that had been lacking for a long time. I ended up taking out the base gasket. The base gasket was destroyed from somebody else trying to work on it before me. So it does have a base gasket delete. I timed it out in one of those last videos there. So I wanted to run it stock, but it's just not going to run stock. And when I do go to port it, and put a muffler mod on it, I'll do that on the channel here and show you all that stuff. But I like to run base gaskets on these, so when I go to machine it, I'll be machining it to where I'll get my 20,000 squish with a base gasket, and that might mean interference fit. I did the same thing on the 2165, which is, you know, the 48mm version of this one. But I've got some big wood here. I need to get this up off the ground so I can get in here with the tractor, tip this over, and then I'm going to use the chainsaw mill to actually start milling some slabs off of this. Somebody had a great idea to just use the freaking chainsaw mill, man. Yeah, should have done that. But let's cold start it here. This one hasn't been started in a few days. I've been looking forward to this. It is springtime, and we just got through with monsoon season. Well, I guess we're still kind of in monsoon season. But it is hot, it is humid, and I want a reliable saw. So hopefully this will be that for me. I've got my tuning screwdriver. This will be the first trial of this saw. So let's try it out. That is a whole lot of not bad. Let's see. I did leave the decomp in here. This decomp is having some issues with popping out. So sometimes it won't pop out. The next pair of upgrades I'm going to do to this is probably a plug and exhaust mod or new can on here with a pipe on it. Alright, well, I let the saw get warmed up, and now we'll try our restart for ease of restart. And actually I'm going to try it with the decomp out to get a feel of what that's going to be like. It's having a problem popping out, so let's see. I had kind of a strange noise going on there. I mean, this thing did have some issues going on with it. Seemed like it was too rich on the low end for one. What we got going on? It seemed like it was kind of rattly or something. But I mean, the exhaust is tight. It's not too hot. Alright, right there it sounded just a touch lean. But I think that's because I backed it off a little bit, so it might have just been perfect the way it was, you know? Oh, great. Well, this is going to get hot fast. Alright, well, let's try it with a little bit more of a traditional cut here. I've got this big chunk of wood here, so we'll dig in on this one. Make a few cuts. See how it does. Gotta turn it on. Well, that seemed like a pretty good first trial of the 2071 here. It sounded like it was running out of fuel toward the end there when I was trying to run it upside down. Yeah, it sure was. Man, that was a full tank on this girl already. And I think it was running fairly rich there. For next time around, I'm going to leave it about 1/8 of a turn. 1/8 of a turn more lean on the high jet. It just it seems to want less fuel than that. It's hard to tell with the earplugs in sometimes, and with these stock mufflers on there. You know, it's pretty tough to discern what's going on. So next time around, I'm probably going to do the automatic decomp delete, and then also put a new can on there with a pipe coming out of it. I've got that already made up. So I think that's what's going to happen. But the saw, toward the end of the day there, when I set it down, it just continued to idle smooth for as long as I needed it to. Oiling, excellent. Let's see where this thing likes to oil. Yeah, about half a tank to a full tank of gas right now. So that's nice. Man, this case is heated up quite a bit. But I think that was a good first runoff. Doesn't appear that there was any permanent damage from whatever had happened to that piston and crank alignment problem that went on. But I mean, it does have a weird sound, but that could have been just because it's rich and I'm not used to, you know, what a stock muffler sounds like. Kind of running hot though. Kind of running hot. I may need to do the brake clean check around and see if there's any air leaks. But so far, I'm pretty happy with it. Just need to, again, work out the bugs. I mean, when you rebuild a saw that was that badly in need of repair, it takes a while to get all the bugs worked out. So anyhow, that's going to do it for today on Man Time. Get out there, have you some man time too.